Recently, I published a video called Building a Nikon DX Lens System for Professional Work. The lenses I talk about in that video are great, but a couple of them are pretty heavy. And that's fine when I'm getting paid. But what I'm about when I want to have fun and feel a bit more nimble with my camera, that's what today's video is about, DX for pleasure. I've got 3 of my DX bodies here to model the lenses today. A lot of folks with DX cameras have this little guy right here, the 18-55 DX VR, or the earlier non-VR version. This is the most common kit lens. It's plastic and inexpensive, so it takes quite a bit of criticism. You know what though? You can consistently get fantastic results with this lens. It's lightweight and gives me the same handling as having a small prime on the camera, with the flexibility though of a zoom. It is a variable aperture lens, only opening to f5.6 when your zoom approaches 55 millimeters, so it starts getting a little unhappy in lower light. But I'm going to talk about some alternatives for low light. The 18-55 Soulmate is this 55-200 VR. There is also a 55-300 available should you want even more reach. This one is a little bit larger than the 18-55, but it is similarly lightweight and has great handling characteristics on lighter DSLRs like this D80 here. The keys here are fun and lightweight while still creating quality images. A lot of people will tell you that you have to get something like the 70-200 f2.8 for telephoto. And I love that lens. It's great for low light telephoto. But when I'm going to go to the zoo or for a hike or other times when I just want to be able to put my camera in a small backpack, this D80 or like my D3100 with the 55-200 here is a powerful and lightweight combination. At this point you might be saying, those look great, but I want a single lens to rule them all. Then you may wish to consider the 18-200 or the brand new 18-300. Here I have the 18-200 VR lens. Like the others, it's variable aperture. The more you zoom, the more low light capability you compromise. But you have wide angle to telephoto covered in one lens. This is great when you don't know what to expect. 1 minute you can be shooting wide panoramic views of the Grand Canyon, and the next you can zoom in on Chipper the squirrel harvesting nuts for the long cold winter. This lens though, it's heavier than the other two, but it's very much like having 2 lenses in one. My most favorite lens for DX is the 35mm f1.8G. It's so small and light you can quickly move the camera around and snap off photos. It's quick to focus and shoot, and it works great in low light. f1.8 means more light hitting the camera sensor, and this means faster shutter speeds when the light is dim and wider apertures for creative depth of field effects. Now, being a prime lens, there is no zoom, and that may seem like it's less versatile than the other lenses that I showed you, but think of it this way. The other lenses are more versatile when you need to zoom, but this little guy is more versatile in challenging lighting. Other lenses to think about for DX pleasure shooting are the 50mm f1.8G or an ultra-wide like the 12-24 DX. For me, when I need to get away for the weekend, I'll pack 1 or 2 or even 3 of these smaller lenses and put them in a small bag and head out the door for adventure.